Justice Department, the DOJ, is still not giving up on having Senator Antonio Trillanes IV arrested. True enough, the DOJ still could file a motion for reconsideration before the Makati RTC.
But Malacanang says there's no need for an MR since the regional trial court doesn't even have the final say on the case. Here's Royce Snagit with the details.
Malacanang and the Justice Department remind Senator Antonio Trillanes it's too early to pop champagne bottles following the Makati RTC Branch 148's decision to junk the DOJ's motion to have him arrested. While Trillanes escaped jail time, the palace points out that the court also validated President Rodrigo Duterte's Proclamation 572 that nullified the amnesty granted to him.
It's more of a Pyrrhic victory because if you notice, the court decided that the proclamation issued by the president is valid. They were claiming at the time that the president does not have the power to void any amnesty. And the court said he has.
Justice Secretary Menardo Guevara earlier cautioned the embattled senator that the court's decision is only the beginning of a legal battle. If Trillanes' allies praised Judge Andres Soriano's decision, presidential spokesperson Sal Panelo, on the other hand, questioned the judge's appreciation of the evidence submitted by the defense. In particular, he hit the testimonies of the two ad hoc committee officials who confirmed that they received Trillanes' amnesty application form back in 2011. Taking note of this, Panelo said the government will no longer file a motion for reconsideration, but instead will pursue a reversal of the local court's decision before the Court of Appeals.
There are procedural matters decided by the court which, to my mind, are erroneous. How it accepted evidence despite the fact that they were all secondary evidence. So there are questions that can be properly raised in the Court of Appeals and subsequently to the Supreme Court.
But opposition Congressman Edgar Ericer urges the DOJ to let go of the case. He believes that pursuing it is only a waste of time and government resources, given that they don't have a case against the former Magdalo rebel. Magdalo congressman and a former Oakwood mutineer himself, Gary Alejano, stands firm that the opposition will continue to fight the alleged wrongdoings of the administration. But Justice Secretary Guevara brushed off Alejano's statement. He instead warned those who are thinking of committing crimes against the state. Guevara insisted the Makati RTC Branch 148 is not the final arbiter of the case.
Of course, still on the Trillanes saga, Sal Panelo reveals that it was actually Solicitor General Jose Calida's idea to take Trillanes' amnesty case straight to the Court of Appeals. The palace spokesperson added that the Solgen's office is already preparing its petition. However, Justice Secretary Menardo Guevara stood his ground, saying that it is not Calida's office but the DOJ who will decide the government's next steps.